All right, ladies and gentlemen, Ben Dixon here. Welcome to MLM Monday, episode 64. Today, we're going to be talking about the topic of communication taxes and what does that mean? I had a number of meetings. It's just a really interesting topic. So let's talk about communication taxes. If you're watching live, comment in watching live and where you're watching from. It's always great to see where you guys are watching from. And if you're watching on replay, comment in on the replay and reach out to connect there. So what's MLM Monday all about? For those of you who haven't been a part, well, it's all about you being able to achieve what's possible inside of direct selling, MLM network marketing today. Been blessed to spend the last, 14 years around this stuff. And what's been so neat on the journey of the last 9 years as a vendor in this space is just seeing from the inside out what actually makes things happen, what the winners from the losers, the people who grow and sustain and dominate from the ones that think about it. If you're just joining us on the line, hey, there's Dell. Good to have you here, Dell. Haven't seen you forever. Ed, good to have you here on the line. Good to see you here. Hope all is well. Those of you that are just joining, once again, shout out where you're calling in from, watching from, thumbing from on your smartphone device. Maybe you're watching on VR tech. Good stuff. Awesome. Well, Dell, good to see you again. I haven't seen you since years. We'll have to catch up. So, communication taxes. What is it all about? And why is this important to understand? So, we were working on a project today with a set of clients, and both of them had an interesting question, right? Many times when you do different projects, you got to weigh the balance of getting the features you want with how many different teams you have to work with. So one of the things I encourage a lot of young direct selling companies or people who are getting into direct sales or starting a direct sales company is to see how many things you can do with the least amount of vendors. One of the things I know that I've realized from years ago when we were just doing marketing systems was it could be really taxing to a new direct selling company if they had one company that was doing all their design and then another company that was doing all the commission tracking and another company that was building out the e-commerce shopping system and a fourth company that was doing the marketing systems, which was me and our team at the time. And we saw that back in 2011 and 2012 and said, man, what if that you could actually do those things at the same time with a team? Because here's the tax. The tax is that if you have multiple teams and entities, right, vendors to your company doing these different functions, each time someone makes an update, it could break the rest of your system. Each time someone makes a change, right, or you want to make a change, it doesn't have to be rolled out just across one vendor. It has to be rolled out across 2 or 3 or 4 vendors. So your speed of change, your velocity as an organization is slower when you have more vendors in the space. And so the question becomes, how can you do more with less vendors, and which vendors are taking on the different core pieces so that you can have fully integrated platforms that make a difference? This was a mission for me and the team way back in 2012 because you run into this scenario so many times where you see the tax of saying, all right, we want to do a new promotion for the fall. Okay, we have to coordinate that with design. We have to coordinate that with the shopping team. We have to coordinate that with the commissions team. And it slows down your speed of execution. It slows down your ability to get what you want. So we were walking through this today for a brand new launch for a company. And one of the things we do in these conversations is we have what are called project plan meetings, where we craft all the different things we believe you would need to go from 0 to $1 million a month in revenue. In direct sales and network marketing, $1 million a month in revenue is like the baseline of results. It's the baseline of even just proving that you're operationally sound in the space. For most companies at $1 million a month in revenue, they might be paying out $350,000 or $300,000 in commissions to 6,000 people. So we're not changing the world yet, right? Maybe 6,000 people are making $500 a month, but we're not changing the world yet. So any sort of game plan that you have in the space, whether it's a new initiative or whether it's a brand new direct selling company, you have to have minimum goals in place that make it worth it, make it an impact that counts in the space. So I share all this to say that I got to see the fruit today in a special way of years of labor, the fruit of saying, wow, how amazing is it? And we were able to help this group that was a manufacturing company get into the space to have their own platform because they were able to have an integrated system where one team did the design and the shopping systems and the commissions and the marketing platform. And a lot of people ask the difference of why we've strategized that way, right? It's just because it works, right? I think about other companies that have within them different departments that serve multiple needs so that they can serve companies well, right? There's huge companies like Amazon, right? They have teams that do all sorts of stuff in the space for everything from AWS to affiliates to all sorts of things to do to help their clients where they are the full solution for many of those pieces. And then you have everything from fulfillment to warehousing to hosting, web hosting, right? So you think about what they've done in space, it's just monumental. It's going to be $1 trillion company. And then you think about indirect sales. If you, a small business entrepreneur, are looking at getting started in a company, what decisions do you make? Do you walk out there and try to build a business where you have a separate vendor for marketing, a separate vendor for commissions, a separate vendor for your design, or do you work with an all-in-one house? Well, the question is, what's going to execute better? Because the truth is, ideas are cheap, execution's what counts. And execution's not always perfect, but it's people who never quit and make it perfect, right? Because of the work they do and folks that care. So if you're ever in that situation where you're saying, okay, I want to get this result, and over here I can do it with, I would need 3 vendors, but over here I could do it with 1, right? What does that mean? Well, explain that part to your team. Explain the part of communication taxes, because this is real stuff. And you'll see it even all the way across your organization. Just as much as it is with vendors, it is with your own teams, right? Your own management teams and the way you've set up your company, right? Where are the where are the holes in your organization in communication where you're feeling a tax because you have too many separate parties that need to move to be able to get stuff done, right? What can you do to shore that up, right? There's some really simple processes you can put in place that make a large difference. If you like feedback on things we've done even internally on our team to make that real and to bring communication together for people so that we do win that way, feel free to shoot me a PM here on Facebook. Always awesome to interact with you guys here on Messenger. I know that most of our interaction here is on Messenger. Those of you that don't connect on Messenger or prefer email, you're welcome to join the newsletter list at NaXum.com. We have a lot of fun there. Hey, Marianne, good to see you. Good to have you here on ML Monday. So let's take a moment before we normally wrap up the show. We normally get a lot of suggestions on Messenger for the show and suggestions in email. We have a number of very cool interviews coming up. There's some neat events this weekend and next that we'll be speaking at. And then we're going to Europe and we'll be speaking at another group of events there. If you have topics you'd like covered, whether you're relaunching a direct sales company or you're starting a brand new one or you're just wanting to hit momentum with the one you're running right now, go ahead and send them here in Messenger or comment right here on the live feed. We'll love to connect with you there inside of the system. If you have questions about a strategy of saying, hey, does that even work anymore? Or hey, are people seeing this anymore? You should definitely join in to some of the discussions inside of the Direct Sales Executives Forum. If you're involved as an executive at a direct selling company, PM me. Would love to get you a free invite to the forum. The forum's very active on LinkedIn and Facebook. It's a great place for you to come in and share case studies and share ideas and collaborate with other direct selling executives in the space. With that, team, I want to go ahead and wish you all the best. Thanks for coming out here to ML Monday today and connecting. We'll see you soon. Bye for now.